What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we have some exciting news to talk about, some very exciting news. I was able to go to Epic Universe. It's kind of surreal, honestly. It's pretty crazy, but I had a great time. I had an absolutely amazing time, and we're gonna get into it. Spoiler-free review, so no spoilers, nothing that's not already out, like through photos or any videos like sent out by Universal. All right, let me rewind a little bit because I know you guys are probably like, oh, doesn't Epic Universe open on May 22nd? And yeah, it still does, but right now they're doing team member previews. So team members, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were able to experience Epic Universe just by themselves. They were able to go experience it. And now this week, kind of the end of March, beginning of April, they've opened it to where they can bring family and friends. And so a friend I had, they work at Universal, they said, oh, you wanna come? And I was like, why not? I'm definitely coming. But yeah, I think what's super cool is being able to experience an entirely new theme park before it's even open to the public, and just like I love theme parks. I love just seeing how everything works and stuff. And I also live pretty close to Epic Universe, so I've been able to see like the construction from pretty much the ground up, from like when the buildings were kind of just starting to where it's at now, where guests are walking in. So it's pretty surreal to actually have been able to say I've stepped foot inside. And within this Orlando area alone, this is the first theme park since Islands of Adventure, I'm pretty sure, which opened in 1999, because Animal Kingdom opened in 1998. So like, it's been over 20 years since there's been an entirely new theme park. So like, this is like surreal. It's just super exciting what they're doing with it. You know, the different lands they're creating. And it's an amazing park. I think a lot of people, especially theme park fans, if you can get out here to experience it, definitely do it. It's like a one-of-a-kind experience, a one-of-a-kind park. All right, but getting back into the experience. So my friend and I, we went probably a few days ago now, I think about 2 or 3 days ago. So I've had time to debrief and think about, you know, just everything. I ranked the things that I did. So the day I went, I kind of start from the beginning. We entered, it was super cool seeing the Kronos, which is like the main entrance icon that has kind of all the lands. It has like symbols from all the lands, so you walk under the Kronos to enter into Epic Universe. I think Universal's dropped a lot of pictures about it. It was super cool, super surreal seeing that in person. It's gonna be a great photo area as well. Now when you enter into the parking area, I guess what's pretty different compared to like Universal Orlando and Islands of Adventure is there's no parking garage. And I mean, kind of as they've been constructing it, they've only put a parking lot. We don't know, maybe they'll expand, maybe they'll make a garage later. But yeah, it's a parking lot, so it kind of feels more Disney-esque in that way, because Disney has parking lots. Disney doesn't have the parking garages, so that was interesting. It was unique. It definitely gave Epic a different feel from Universal Orlando and Islands. Now, as we entered into the park, I knew going in, like, this is still a technical rehearsal, essentially. This is a technical time. Universal's still getting all the kinks together of the attraction. So going in, I didn't go in expecting to be able to ride everything. Didn't really go in expecting knowing what I was going to be able to do. I was just excited to be able to have this opportunity to go into Epic Universe, you know, at this time. So, you know, we went in, it was super cool. It looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You enter at the Celestial Park area. It looks beautiful just as the pictures show it. It looks like that when you walk in. So upon entering the Kronos portal, you know, opening up into Celestial Park, absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Universal, while you're in the park, they are posting the wait times of the attractions. So that was nice. While we were in the park, we were able to see what was open, what was closed, what was delayed. It was basically working how the Universal app works for Universal Orlando and Islands, that same exact way. But we knew we wanted to beeline straight to Dark Universe to try and take on Monsters Unchained and the attractions in there. So if you look at the map for Epic, you know, when you enter to the left, you'll have Nintendo as the first portal, and then Dark Universe a little bit further back. And then if you go to the right, you'll have How to Train Your Dragon a la Burke and the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic area that way. So you have all the lands to the left and the right, and then looking straight back, you can very clearly see the Grand Helios Hotel, which absolutely looks really cool, especially, you know, the closer you are to it. The only thing about me with that hotel, I feel like the colors are like a little wonky, or maybe they're just like a little bit more sedated, a little bit more muted. It'll probably grow on me over time, but the hotel is going to be absolutely cool. Being able to see views into the park from the hotel room, especially late at night, that's just going to be like a one of a kind type of ordeal. So definitely going to try and stay there. Don't know when, but I'm going to try to. Promise. I'm going to go through each land and just like share my overall experience and kind of what I thought about it. So I'll start with Celestial Park. Celestial Park is absolutely beautiful. Seeing like all the connectivity, the water features. It feels low key like Epcot. It might be a crazy comparison, but just follow with me. And there's a lot of bars and stuff. So like alcohol will be available to people who drink alcohol. And there's a lot of food places as well. A lot of food available, which I appreciate here at Epic, because sometimes at Universal Orlando and Islands, the food be a little And we did try some of the food places, and they were actually, everything I tried was absolutely like great. And I don't think I've ever said that about anything at Universal Orlando or Islands. So the food is really good. Ironically enough, all of the food we ate throughout our time there was in Celestial Park. Like Celestial Park actually has a good amount of food options, which is just nice. It's just nice to have that. We went to Pizza Moon, which is like the main, I'm assuming like pizza place, basically. The pizza was pretty solid. It was pretty interesting because, I mean, honestly, I didn't even think about it, but like when we were in Pizza Moon and some of the other food places, there were people asking for to-go boxes, and the cast members like, no, we can't do that, because essentially taking the food out would compromise, the integrity. They don't want people to take food out, take pictures. It's basically the same as the attraction. So, that was pretty cool, pretty interesting to see. I didn't even think about that, but Universal thinks about it all. They did a good job of keeping it secure, as they should. And so the pizza was good, the pasta was good. We kind of just tried different things, and they had like fountain drinks, a lot of Coke freestyle machines in that park, like kind of spread throughout everywhere, which is really good. People will be hydrated and be able to stay hydrated. One thing I will say is it's interesting because Epic Universe, it feels big as a park when you're in there, but honestly, even like when I was in Celestial Park, I felt like you could get from portal to portal pretty quickly. I don't know, like just let me know whenever you're able to go how you felt about that. Do you feel like, the Celestial Park area feels small, and then like when you go into the lands, that's what makes it big? Or if Celestial Park, feels like a decent size. Not saying Celestial Park felt like small, but I feel like you could get from portal to portal pretty quickly and pretty fast, which is nice, honestly. In Celestial Park as well, kind of near the back in front of near the back where the Grand Helios Hotel is, there's like this huge fountain as well that's kind of synced up to the music. Oh, the Celestial Park music, chef's kiss. I really like the music, really like the soundtrack in Celestial Park. Honestly, all the lands, like the music was really good, really great. I think everybody will enjoy it. It gives like a serene but like epic vibe, like you're going on an adventure, but in a calm way. It's hard to explain. There's a lot of seating areas, and yeah, there's a lot to see within that, Celestial Park area alone. And I really enjoyed Celestial Park, liked it. And lastly, in Celestial Park, we did try, I think it's called Oak and Star Tavern. It's like a barbecue place. We didn't try all this food at the same time. We broke it up throughout the day, but it was a barbecue place, and it was actually really good. It's like a barbecue quick service place, so it's like really cool because when you go in, there's like a lot of seating. There's a bar attached to it as well. It goes like indoor and outdoors. But the food was really good. The food was really good there. It was solid for Universal, especially barbecue. You can't go everywhere and try everyone's barbecue, but it was solid for theme park barbecue. Like it upped the level of Universal's food, in my opinion. All right, so the first let me not play Celestial Park. Celestial Park is an actual land because it does have a ride. It has Stardust Racers, which I forgot. And Stardust Racers was closed the entire time of my preview. Both sides were closed the entire time. And it's okay. It's a technical rehearsal. I know I'll be able to go back. I have a ticket on opening day. I'll be able to go back. Hopefully they do AP previews. We're going to be able to go back. We're going to be able to get on it. You know, I'm not mad or anything. I'm going to be able to do it. I know it. I know it. I'm really playing with Celestial Park. There's technically another attraction. There's two attractions, Stardust and Constellation Carousel. Now, Constellation Carousel was kind of on games. It was going up, going down. And then there was a point where it was up. It was closed. It was up for like 15 minutes. And then it was closed for the rest of our preview. They just said they're closing it. Don't know the issues it was having, but it went down. It's all good. We'll be able to get on that. It looked really cute though. Like it was under covering. It looked really cute from what I saw. I think I'm gonna start with Super Nintendo World because honestly that's the land I can talk the most about because it's already been created in two other Universal parks in Universal Hollywood and I believe Universal Japan. Universal Japan, the difference is, so Universal Japan has, I think both areas, kind of like Epic Universe, where it has the main Mario Bowser area and then the Donkey Kong area. Japan just got theirs and Epic also got it. It came with Epic. But Hollywood, poor Hollywood just has the main area. And I'm not gonna knock the main area. It's actually really cool. I really liked it a lot. So yeah, there's numerous videos and pictures out there of Super Nintendo World in both parks. But you know, the one in Epic, I think the only difference between this one and the other ones, it's like flipped, I believe. And so it was still super cool. Like it was my first time because I haven't been to the one in Hollywood or Japan. So it was my first time going into the land and it was just very, very cool. There's a lot going on. And I love Mario. Mario Kart is one of my favorite games ever of all time. And then I always used to play Super Mario. My parents used to play Super Mario a lot as well. So Mario's been around my family for a long time. So going into that land was super cool, seeing Toadstool Cafe, you know, seeing the Goombas, the Koopas, you know, all the interactive. I actually got one of the power-up bands, which I'll show you guys later. I had to get one because I think the interactive features in that land it just seemed fun, just seemed really cool. So we did do Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. From everyone I've spoken to, they said the ride's pretty much the same as Hollywood. Most people have gone to the one in Hollywood that I've spoke to. And they said the ride's pretty much the same. Everything's the same about it. So like walking in there, like walking into the queue is just like super cool. It's like a Mario Kart, you know, trophy room. You know, everything Mario Kart, if you play the game, if you know the details, if you know the tracks, if you know the cups, the Flower Cup, Star Cup, it's so much, you know, Mario Kart just history and stuff. And it was just super cool. As a Nintendo fan, it was like just super detailed, you know. And we were in there for a little bit of time, so I was able to see a lot of the details and stuff like that. So the queue, and this is just the queue alone, the queue was absolutely amazing. I loved it. And then the ride itself. So I know there's been honestly a lot of discourse about the ride, the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge ride. Some people say they don't like it. Some people say they like it. You know, some people say, how is it a Mario Kart ride if it moves slow? In my opinion, I actually enjoyed it personally. It's unique. It's just augmented reality. It's like a 3D. You're playing the game while the car is moving and you're in physical sets. You know, now it's like a matter of like remembering to look around. Like you really have to look around. Like you want to make sure you look around while you have those 3D glasses on, because that's how you just see everything. That's how you know, get points. You're able to see the characters and stuff. But then like you can also ride this entire ride without the glasses and like the sets. It was just so like I would get so enthralled in the game that I would forget about the sets. Like if I had taken the glasses off just to look at the sets, I think I would have been just as like blown away because the sets from what I was able to see through the glasses looked super, super cool. Like you're traveling through like all iconic Mario Kart levels, underwater, in the clouds, you know, in Bowser's castle. It was just so much just Mario Kart-ness to it. You get in the Mario Kart car. It was super cool. It was super fun. If you like Mario Kart, I think you would like that ride. The 3D may throw some people off because it is a little wonky, but honestly, you could ride that ride, take off the glasses and not play the game, and I still think it's cool. It's not super fast. No, it's not, honestly. But I think for what they were able to accomplish, personally, I think they did it well. I actually just had to look something up real quick because they kind of did Universal Studios Hollywood a little dirty because I don't even think they have the Yoshi's Adventure ride at that one. Like here, the one here has Yoshi's Adventure, which is like a slow moving ride where you ride little Yoshis kind of throughout Super Nintendo World. And it doesn't have the Donkey Kong area, which Japan, they got it first recently, and now Epic Universe has it. So after Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, we didn't ride Yoshi's Adventure. We actually went to Donkey Kong Country, and it was actually really cool. I liked it a lot. It's not like super big. It pretty much just encompasses the roller coaster, but it actually does feel like you transport to an entirely different land, like an entirely different area in Nintendo. And so, you know, the colors change. It's a lot more vibrant, a lot more yellow. And then you have the roller coaster kind of going all throughout the land. It was really cool. So we did get on the ride. The ride was, it was fun. It was fun. It was actually a fun roller coaster. It's just jerky. It is a little jerky. You get tossed around a little bit. It is called Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, so it's probably supposed to be jerky and bumpy, but just take note of that when you get on it. It's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna toss you around a little bit. It's gonna feel like a wooden roller coaster a little bit, but it was fun. It was cool. I will say, because I know a big thing they were aiming towards with that ride is like feeling like you were jumping over the track and stuff. And it may have been because we were in the second row. You can be in the first or second row. We were in the back. It didn't fully feel like that in my opinion at times. But maybe if you're in the front row, you like are able to feel it more. It just felt like a regular roller coaster, but like you're going through the theming of Donkey Kong, like you shoot through the barrels and stuff, and it was fun overall. Definitely ride it. It's definitely a family coaster. Families will love it, enjoy it. It's not honestly super short, but it's not super long. It's kind of a bit of a middle ground, I'll say. It has like lift hills and stuff. The animatronics are cool as well. There are animatronics in the ride and stuff, and the queue lines, and those are cool as well. All right, so leaving Super Nintendo World, we're gonna travel over to Isle of Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon land. Unfortunately, during the entire preview, Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which is the main roller coaster in that land, was down for the entire day. It's a tragedy. That was a roller coaster. That was one of the rides I was most excited for because I just like the connectivity of it with the land. Like it kind of travels all throughout the land and stuff like that. So I think the sights and stuff, it wasn't even running. I wish it was running so I could just see it. But I'll definitely go back and get on that sometime. So that was what we weren't able to do in Isle of Berk. So upon entering Isle of Berk, an absolutely stunning, beautiful land, well themed. It feels like you're in the movie How to Train Your Dragon. It truly does. Very colorful, very vibrant. It's gonna be a great land. It's gonna be a top hitter, definitely for sure. We actually didn't do any rides in How to Train Your Dragon in Isle of Berk because one was Fire Drill, which is a water ride, and we didn't feel like getting wet. You'll definitely get wet. It definitely will be a good ride on hot days. The day we went, it wasn't hot. It was actually cold the day we went. Like the one cold day out of the week. It was crazy. It was a high like 68. But there's another ride in Isle of Berk, besides Hiccups and Fire Drill. I think it's called Dragon Racers Rally. You kind of like go upside down. It's like a spinning thing. We didn't do that one just because it seemed like a lot in the moment. It seemed like a cool ride. Kids will definitely love it and stuff like that, but we didn't do that one. And then we had got there too late. I think the last showing of Untrainable Dragon happened probably 30 minutes before we got in the land. It was technically the last land we did that day before the preview ended. So we got there because we didn't know what time the shows were. And I did really want to see that show because I've heard nothing but great things about it, but I'll make sure to get it next time. But while walking through Berk, we were able to see Toothless, the main dragon in the How to Train Your Dragon movie. And I think Universal made like a animatronic robot meet and greet with him and it was really cool. The line was long, so we didn't wait for it, but he looked really, really cool. He's definitely a good meet and greet. And then kind of just throughout the land, there's just so much connectivity, so much happening, so much to look at, and they really did go with that land. It's very well themed. Kids will love it, and yeah, I'm excited to be able to experience more the next time I go back. All right, leaving Otterburg, we're gonna travel right next door to the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic. Honestly, in contention for my #1 themed land. It's hard, man. They're all so great, but the land is just so in depth. It's so cool. The buildings are tall. You actually feel like you're in Paris. I've never been to Paris, but I'm assuming this is what it feels like. This might even feel better than Paris, honestly, walking in there. But when you go in there, it's just like, you just get hit like, whoa. Like, they do a good job of hiding it until like you get in there, how like actually like the scale and the size of that land. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And it's just so well detailed. There's a lot of interactive features in that land. So definitely make sure to bring a wand. If you have a wand, make sure to bring a wand. I'll say from what I was seeing, the interactive features, I feel like there's more in this land than the other two combined. There's a lot of interactive stuff. So if you have a wand, definitely, you know, you'll enjoy playing in that land. Like, you can be in there probably for a little bit of time, just doing all the interactive stuff. Okay, now sadly, the two main things in the Wizarding World, there's a show, it's called Le Cirque Arcanus, and the Battle of the Ministry attraction. The show, it's been going, it was just delayed when we went in, and the Battle of the Ministry attraction, it's been down for a while, like pretty much in the entire preview period. So not many people have gotten to ride that ride. However, with the Battle of Ministry ride being down, they did still have the queue open. And all I gotta say, the pictures, so Universal's posted pictures of the queue. The pictures don't do it justice. You just have to experience it for yourself. Like, the pictures, it looks like the pictures, but in person it looks even better than the pictures. Like, it's so hard to explain. Like, I really wish the ride was open, because that's the ride that was my #1 most excited for ride out of all the rides at Epic Universe. So I wish I was able to experience it, but I know they're gonna get it running, you know, as soon as possible, and I'll be able to experience it, you know, as soon as I can. But the queue, I think people are gonna be amazed by the queue. People are gonna be amazed. It's one of the best queues I've ever been in my lifetime, and then that's just the queue. So I just know the ride is probably gonna be up here. Like, the queue gives the same vibes as if you've been on Rise of the Resistance and you walk into the Star Destroyer area with all these stormtroopers for the first time. It gives that exact same feeling. And honestly, it'll give that same feeling every time, like the same way that Rise of the Resistance does every time you step in there. Like, it's just like, you're just like, how did they do that? How did they do this? Like, whoa. Now for the last and final land, Dark Universe. Now I think this is probably, I feel like from what I've been hearing, been the most anticipated land, probably overall in general. I think a lot of the other lands, you know, Nintendo's already a land somewhere, so people have been able to experience it. How to Train Your Dragon was honestly a bit underrated, but I think it's a sleeper pick. And same with the Wizarding World. The Wizarding World is absolutely beautiful, but the hype has been around Dark Universe for sure, and honestly, they didn't disappoint with it. Now, we were able to ride both attractions in Dark Universe. First, we'll start with Curse of the Werewolf. So it's essentially a spinning style coaster. It's a pretty quick, short ride. The queue theming is really cool, and the ride itself, it's over pretty fast, but it's a fun ride. It's definitely a family coaster, and yeah, it's a quick ride. Not much to it. Now, walking through Dark Universe, it really felt like you're walking through Darkmoor, I believe is the town, kind of where the Frankensteins live and just a lot of monsters hang out at. They did a good job. And I mean, Universal's known for this. They're known for their classic monsters. They're known for Halloween Horror Nights. So, you know, this was probably like a cakewalk for them, honestly. But, you know, the castle looked really cool, where the attraction where Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment ride is. It looked really cool. It's really cool seeing the Burning Blade. tavern. I believe it's called Tavern and Bar. Weren't able to see it burned, unfortunately, but it was cool just, being that close to it, actually being able to see it in person. Now, Monsters Unchained. Now, I'm going to leave this one probably as bare as possible. Just know the queue is amazing. It's a very, very well detailed queue. The ride, it's a great ride. It's an absolutely amazing state-of-the-art ride. People are going to love it. People are going to love it. You're going to love what you experience, especially even if you're like not into horror and stuff like that, you'll still enjoy the ride. The ride has its tricks and all types of like stuff going on. But the one thing I will say is the animatronics are amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta experience it for yourself. Hopefully you get to as soon as possible, but definitely prioritize that ride if you can. Like, head to that first. Make that one of the first rides you do, because it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my synopsis of Epic Universe. It was just so surreal, like stepping foot in there and just seeing everything that I've been watching through videos, the pictures, watching, basically from my backyard, just seeing it grow into what it is and what it's become, like a full-fledged theme park. It was super cool. It was super surreal. It's really hard. Someone asked me like, how would I, rank all the lands? It's just, it's so hard. When you go in there, you're going to have like your own type of feeling, your own type of gravitation toward each land. But if I did have to rank them basically just off their theming, because I wasn't able to ride the attraction in every land. So just off the theming of each land, I'd probably have to go, in my personal opinion of what I enjoyed, I'll probably go Wizarding World. Like, I don't know. It just seemed really cool, the streets of Paris. And I think just the scale that they made it to was amazing. I'll put that as my number one for now. It's definitely going to change, especially once I experience these places at night. The rankings will be all over the place. But for right now, I'll put Wizarding World as number one. Number two, I'll probably put Super Nintendo World. Number three, I'll probably put Isle of Berk. And number four, I'll probably put Dark Universe. Don't hate me too much. But that honestly just shows the testament of all these lands and how strong they are. They're just all wonderful within their own right. Oh, I guess I gotta rank Celestial Park. I'll put Celestial. All right. I'll put Celestial at the bottom, and Dark Universe could be right before it, number four. Even though Celestial Park was great, I love Celestial Park. Celestial Park might move higher up. We'll see. But I think, once you get the nighttime vibe of all the parks too, once I'm able to see how they are at night, see the night lighting and stuff like that, I think it'll definitely add to the ambiance, change the rankings. But that's just my personal ranking, Everyone has their personal preferences, and that's just what's so great about theme parks, Everyone's different. We all love it. But I'm done yapping, y'all. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope everyone definitely, because now everyone can buy Epic Universe tickets. They're open to everyone, not just annual pass holders. Like, everyone can buy a single day ticket. So try and get those tickets as soon as possible, man. Especially if you're a theme park, theme park enthusiast. If you're just learning about theme parks. Like, this is one of the first theme parks in like 20 years in this Orlando area, like the theme park capital of the world. So definitely come out, experience it. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind place. It's definitely, they're already talking about expansions, and definitely there is land to expand. Universal purchased a lot of land. But yeah, it's definitely a super exciting time. Let me know down in the comments kind of your thoughts about Epic, what you're most excited for. If you've been, what you enjoyed the most, without any spoilers, no spoilers. But yeah, just let me know. And definitely when I'm able to go into Epic Universe and record, I'll have a video of everything. Definitely. Hopefully they do AP previews. They haven't announced anything yet, but I am going the first day, so that'll be a crazy video. That first day is probably just gonna be crazy in general, but it's gonna be exciting. And yeah, I'm excited to follow along with this Epic Universe journey with you guys. And thanks for tuning into this video, just listening to me talk, ramble. Appreciate y'all. And just make sure to like this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and yeah, thank you guys. Try to get out more content as much as possible, as soon as possible. There's a lot of stuff going on this year that I'm excited about. So definitely gonna get that content out to you guys. And thanks for hanging with Hamm. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.